Hello everybody, it's June here. How are you doing? Now, I am finally in a position to be able to make this whole video. Warning in advance, make sure you've gone to the loo, make sure you're not hungry, you don't have any biological needs that are to be attended to urgently, because this is going to be a big haul. Yeah, it just basically just took place over the space of kind of a month. And you see, with my birthday in the middle, so you know, it was a sort of an orgy of consumption would be how I would describe it, for which I make absolutely no apologies. Yeah, I don't care. This has been great fun this month, just going crazy and being at liberty to go crazy, which was amazing. So yes, so I'll just dive in and just tell you various things as I work through this huge box of stuff that's here in front of me. Now the philosophy, I did buy some like skincare stuff, like the Philosophy stuff and that kind of thing, which I've already mentioned in my skincare video, so I won't mention those again. Now, first things first, Too Faced. I can now get Too Faced in my, well, not my local Boots, but a Boots store that is not a million miles away from me, and it is their sort of flagship store in Ireland, and it's a huge Boots. They sell Too Faced, and they also sell Stila, which is cool, and they also stock like most of the big drugstore brands, you know, with everything that they offer. They really have like everything that you can possibly get from these brands. They're available there. And so I went in there and I bought this palette. This is the Too Faced Smoky Eye palette, which I've kind of wanted for a while and lusted after that. And it's really, really gorgeous. And I love the colours. They are amazing. I'm not going to swatch everything, guys, because it just would take me forever. Yeah, and today I'm wearing these three here, this top line here, which is the Day Smoky look, so you can kind of get an idea. Gorgeous eyeshadows, so pigmented, and these beautiful matte shades along here are just to die for. I love them. So I said I wasn't going to swatch anything, I just can't help it. Anyway, that's the Smoky Eye palette that I got. Now, what else did I buy? Some Nars stuff. If you've been watching my videos at all lately, you'll know that I have developed a kind of a Nars habit. I'm sort of mainlining Nars at this stage, and my Nars collection is growing very rapidly. Now I'm sort of at this stage, I've almost sort of run out of eyeshadow duos that I want to own. Some of them I would have similar eyeshadows, and some of them I just wouldn't necessarily wear anyway. So I think at this stage I'm happy until the next collection comes out or whatever, you know the way it goes. So the other day I went into Nars and I bought a few more things. I bought this single eyeshadow in Cairo, and this is a gorgeous brown. It's just really beautiful. It's got a very subtle shimmer and it's a beautiful kind of beige colour. So that's amazing. What else? I got a duo in Creme Palais, which is just gorgeous. It's like a taupe, shimmering taupe, and a kind of a matte, dusty rose colour. This one is Habanera, and I really love this. It's not exactly springtime colours, but who cares? It's an amazing smoky kind of like an aubergine colour with a little bit of silver sparkle, and then on this side then you have this lovely sort of silvery colour. So that's Habanera. This one is Madrag. Madrag is just two matte shades, really neutral and soft and easy. So that is for sort of days when I'm not necessarily wanting to try very hard. So yeah, they're really nice. They're also great to tone in with other eyeshadows that you wear. One more eyeshadow duo. This is Taiga. This is amazing. This is like a green. It's sort of a green with a golden kind of undertone to it. And then there's this kind of very sheer golden sort of shade with it. So that's Taiga. And it's really, really nice. I like that. And it's, for me, those would be sort of spring-like colours because of the green, you know. It's really the only time of year when I might wear green eyeshadow would be in the spring. And I also bought a Nars blush, which I haven't bought a Nars blush. I've only ever bought one before, and this is the only other one I own, therefore. And this is Douceur. Douceur is just a lovely kind of a neutral gorgeousness, matte, really beautiful. And this Nars blushes are incredible. I'd forgotten how much I love them. Yeah, so I got that. Now I went into Inglot, which again is something I haven't done for ages and ages and ages. And I got a Freedom System palette, which I will have to grab. If you do, just excuse me 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, so yes, this is the Inglot. I got just a 5 palette Freedom System from Inglot. And this is just, you know, if anyone from Urban Decay is looking at this video, which I doubt, if you're doing Naked 3, I would just going to show you this and just say, just pay attention. These are amazing colours. I love Inglot eyeshadows, but these are just gorgeous. These 3 here, this one, and this one are matte. But they just are soft and just really beautiful colours. This one is a sort of a slightly glittery one, and this one here is a shimmery one. So they're all just gorgeous sort of neutral colours. I'm absolutely mad about them. So I got that. I hadn't been to Inglot for ages, at least a year. And one more Inglot product I want to show you. 2 eyeshadows that my friend Daisy sent me. And thank you very much, Daisy. You're an absolute angel. She sent me this one here, which I had a space in this palette, and I think it's this one. This one here, which is a sort of a shimmery brown. I had a little gap in that palette, so that filled that one nicely. And she also sent me one more, which is this one here, which I have in another palette. And it's that one there, which is sort of like a plum, a metallic kind of plum shade. So gorgeousness, gorgeousness. So that's that. Now, what else did I buy? YSL, you know, they have some these new glossy stains out. So I ended up getting 2 of these on 2 separate occasions. The first time I went in, I wanted something a little bit mental, and so I said, look, let's try a red. So I purchased this one. This is in the shade 9, and you can see the colour of that. It is like seriously red. Now I would sort of shear that down to a stain because unless I was maybe going out, because it is a crazy colour, and I don't generally, I'm not brave enough to wear red lipstick in the day. And this one here is in the shade 6, and this is much more subtle off camera than on camera. It's a sort of an apricot corally sort of colour, so that's much tamer and it's quite nice. I do like them. I will definitely maybe review those and show you what they look like on at some point. So that's that. Let me see, what else have I got here from Daniel Sandler. I got a consignment of stuff from Daniel Sandler. Now, if I call it Adam Sandler by mistake, please forgive me. I don't know about you, but I certainly would not like to try anything from Adam Sandler's cosmetic line. But I keep calling it that by mistake. But no, Daniel Sandler. I've been so curious for a long time about some of his products, and I just gave in and ordered some stuff. So I ordered 3 of the watercolour blushes. This one is in the shade Truth. Now this is a very light apricot kind of colour, and I'm wearing it today and topped it off with Eternal Flower, one of the MAC new blushes, and it's really pretty. This sort of gives a bit of a sheen to your cheek, and if you've got really pale skin it would look amazing. Unless you're very pale, it's going to be a highlighter, obviously, if you're darker. But it is beautiful. This is my favourite one here. I used this in a tutorial there the other day. This is called Gentle. And Gentle is a sort of, oh God, it's a kind of a tawny, peachy sort of colour. And that would sort of suit everybody. It's a little bit darker than the previous one, and I really like it. And this one here is gorgeous. This is in the shade Flush, which is a beautiful pink. And sometimes I will just use pink just to tone in with my redness. If I've got redness, who cares? Sometimes I will still put pink over it. I don't really think that you necessarily have to try and hide everything on your face. Sometimes you just work with it. This is a kind of a blue toned pink. It's got a little blue mauveness to it, and it's really pretty. So those are those, and they're amazingly pigmented and blendable and real looking on the skin. I love them. I also bought this Daniel Sandler foundation because I am in a sort of, as you know, on a foundation quest at the moment. This is the Daniel Sandler Invisible Radiance foundation, and it's in the shade Porcelain, which is a very light shade, but I absolutely love it because it actually, if you look, like a lot of what's colouring my face right now is makeup and redness. If you look down here, you'll see I am incredibly white. So I like to match to my neck and chest rather than anywhere else. So that's really gorgeous, and it's a lovely foundation. It's very sheer, definitely not so easy to see it on your skin. And there's a concealer in the top part here, which is really pigmented and nice, which kind of goes with it, so it matches, and so that's really cool. One more product from Daniel Sandler that I got is the Retexturizing Face Primer with SPF 20. I'd heard this was good, and I have to say it is really good. At the moment I'm using up the Guerlain primer that I've got, and I'm just praying for it to end. I just want it gone because the smell, that rose scent, is really beginning to bug me when I use it. This is pretty much like unscented, and it's for all skin types, and it's quite, I do think there's a fair bit of silicone in this, as dimethicone. Yeah, certainly has dimethicone in it. You can feel that in it. It's very, very, got a nice slip on the skin, but I really, really like that. It's excellent. Okay, gosh, I better move on. 2 fragrances that my husband bought me for my birthday, which were really nice and well received. This is a man who knows how to, you know, please a woman. In fragrance terms. This is a family show. 2 fragrances, both from Serge Lutens. And these I sort of heavily hinted to him because he was receiving sort of emailed links to the Serge Lutens website with kind of various perfumes. So, you know, he did pick up on the hints. They were fairly blatant. The first one is L'Eau Froide. This is sort of a follow-on to the L'Eau Serge Lutens that he came out with a couple of years ago. This is a beautiful perfume. I quite like it for sort of spring and summer because it's fairly new. It's very fresh. The actual start of the fragrance when you spray it on, it's like sticking your nose into a bouquet of kind of freshly cut white flowers, you know. There's a greenness to it as well. It's green and fresh, and it just bursts into your nose. That then disappears, and you're left with essentially a really pure incense, which is a really austere kind of monotone kind of incense fragrance, and it's it's really unusual, and it lasts a long time. The sillage is great, lasts really well, and I think it's very unusual and very beautiful. It pairs away everything else from the incense fragrance to make it quite a cool scent, and not to everyone's taste. It's not for the faint-hearted, but I adore it. And this one is like the polar opposite of that. This is Bois Vanille, and this is the warmest, cuddliest scent in the world. It's like Prada Candy, but a kind of like a really grown-up version of that. Now, I really like Prada Candy, but this is like just smothering yourself in caramel, and then sort of rolling around in furs. Oh, that would be messy. But if you can imagine, it sort of has the gorgeous sort of hits you in the face with this beautiful warm caramel scent, and then follows it then with this beautiful animalic, musky, woody undertone that lasts for hours. Just gorgeous. I just love it. Beautiful. It's like being attacked by a bear in a sweet shop. I love it. So those 2 scents that I got, and as you can see, I do like them. From MAC, a few things. I just got these the other day, and I just want to show them to you. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I haven't had a chance to really use them yet. 3 eyeshadows from their new In Extra Dimension line, which I think are very impressive, which makes a change for MAC lately. What they've come out with lately hasn't been amazing. This is Modern Pewter, and it's just like a silvery gold, the kind of a green undertone. It's really beautiful. And when you put them on, they do have a very metallic finish, but you know, when you blend them out, you can blend them to quite a subtle sheen, so they aren't as showy and flashy as you might imagine. This is my favorite one. This is Havana, and Havana is just a gorgeous golden brown. Oh, I wore that yesterday and I loved it. This one here is beautiful as well. This is called Rich Core. Rich Core is just a gorgeous kind of plum purpley shade. It's really amazing. It's gorgeous. So yeah, I got those 3. And they also had the new blush collection in store as well, and I had a look at those. And the one that really stood out for me as filling a gap in my blush collection, if you like, was Immortal Flower, which is this beautiful peach shade. And it's very, very pale looking when you put it on, swatch it, but when you put it on your cheeks, you can build it up to a really nice, fresh, peachy glow. And it's got that sort of satin, sort of slight little sheen to it, very fresh looking. It's just a gorgeous one for spring. Like, it's, you know, that's my attempt at pastels. That's as far as I go with that. But I love that, and I really am enjoying using that blush. Oh, the other thing I bought from MAC is the MAC Face and Body Foundation in N2. Part of my sort of revamping of my foundation world, if you like. This is a great shade. It's N, obviously. N is probably the pinker side, as far as I'm aware. It would be, let me know if I'm wrong. I think it is. I think the NCs are the yellow ones, aren't they? So it's a good shade. Still even maybe a tiny bit yellow, but when I go out in daylight, it really looks quite natural. And I just love the coverage. I really like the fact that you can bring that down your neck and onto your chest, and it's really imperceptible. It's very, very nice coverage. So yeah, I love that foundation, and it's really good value. It's only at €21 or something like that for 120 mils. It's crazy. So that was cool. Okay, what else? Makeup Forever, got a couple of things from them. Let me see, what have I got from Makeup Forever? Sorry about this, guys. I know there's something lurking at the bottom of this basket here. First things first. Another foundation. I know you will think I am completely mad, and I am completely mad. But I really find I've got to give a foundation a good go, and you know, as far as I'm concerned, if I find a good one, it's worth it to me to experiment and mix and match and do a bit of work at home with different foundations. So this is the Makeup Forever Face and Body. Now last year I bought it in the shade 30. This is the shade 36, which is a much pinker. It's very pink. I can wear this on its own and it's lovely. But what I've done with it today is I mixed it with the yellow one to create a sort of a peachy, apricot-y more tone, more neutral tone. And it actually, I think, works very well. So yeah, I really love that. This is a great foundation, so I got that. Aqua Cream in number 5, which is just a lovely peachy colour and great summer standby shade. And this is the eyeshadow in the shade 92, which is kind of iconic at this stage. It's that beautiful deep purple with incredible pigmentation. So that's that. Now, from Bare Minerals, I finally got the Well Rested Eye Brightener, the SPF 20. I'm using this to sort of set my under eye concealer. So that's just what it looks like. It's a kind of a yellow toned powder and it's really nice. It sort of has a little glow as well, so it's cool for under the eyes. Let me see. From Benefit, here we go. I tell you, Guru Gossip is going to have a great time if they ever get a hold of my videos. Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation. This is a heavier coverage than the Face and Body, either of these Face and Body foundations. So I liked the shade in this because it's pinky and it's pale and it's really good for me. This is a great foundation, guys. I have used it a few times. It's one of the first times I've ever brought a Benefit product home and gone, yay, this is as good as I thought it was going to be, or as good as they told me it was going to be. An excellent foundation. I'm going to play with it a bit more and I will review it for you in the fullness of time when I've had a chance to really try it, but so far that is good stuff. From Clinique, I was returning something from Clinique that somebody got me and I was able to change it for something else, so because I hadn't opened it, so I was able to return it. This is the Age Defense BB Cream with SPF 30. And they have a sort of a pink shade and a yellow shade and then darker ones as far as I'm aware. But this is really cool BB cream. It's a yellower tone, like I know it's pink undertone, but it's more skin toned than the Asian BB creams that I've got. But it does give nice coverage, lovely dewy finish, SPF, kind of a soft focus effect on the skin, which is what I love about BB creams, is that sort of, you know, Vaseline over the lens kind of effect that you get when you wear it. So yeah, I really like that, and that's going to be cool for when I go on holidays and stuff, that it's easy to carry around, and I think it'll be great for holiday time. Let me see what else. From Estee Lauder, I went to Estee Lauder and bought a couple of their double wear stay in place shadow creams. 2 of those. One is, this is in Mochaccino, which is just a really neutral brown, which is a beautiful colour. And this one is Smoky Plum. Smoky Plum is gorgeous. I'll have to swatch that for you. There's Smoky Plum. Look at that. It's really nice. These are great, and they just set on your eyes, and you know, you don't have to put any eyeshadow over them. They don't crease on me at all, and I have relatively oily lids, I guess, but definitely no creasing. I also got a little sample of their new Invisible foundation, and this is in the shade N1C1. So I have that, and you'll be thinking, God, June, that's very sensible of you just to bring home a sample. Are you going a bit mad? The thing was, it was easy for me to get this sample because they were giving them away, so I didn't have to buy it. I just got the sample, so I'm going to give it a try, and I probably won't buy it even if I love it, because I've got plenty of foundation to be working on with for now at this stage. Even I have limits. Now, what else? The Bobbi Brown eyeshadow. This is the cream eyeshadow in Heather, which is again like a really neutral mauve kind of shade. So again, no creasing with that, and it's just really nice. What else? I know there's other stuff here that I haven't shown you yet. A couple of other things. 2 Giorgio Armani eyeshadows, because I'd never bought them before, and these were a special birthday treat. This is in the shade, all the other stuff isn't, of course. This is in the shade 16. This is amazing. It's like a greyish blue, and I really love it. It's so creamy. It's such a consistency. My God, the consistency of that eyeshadow is incredible, and I'm really looking forward to playing with that. I haven't actually worn it yet, but oh my God, I can't tell you what that feels like. It's like butter. It's amazing. This one here then is in the shade 22, which is a much more usual me colour. It's like a deep kind of neutral plum. This will go nicely with the Heather cream eyeshadow, I think, from Bobbi Brown. There it is there. The eyeshadows, they're just gorgeous. I've never tried Giorgio Armani before, eyeshadows, and oh, they're really nice. Very posh. This is a Dainty Doll eyeshadow. I managed to find Dainty Doll on the lookfantastic.co.uk website, where I got the Daniel Sanders stuff. So I picked up this eyeshadow, and it's in 002, and it's just like that, and it's just a very subtle little kind of champagne-y coloured eyeshadow, and I just wanted to give it a try, and it's really nice. It's very nude. Now I did buy a lipstick as well, but I put it in one of my pockets and I just don't know where it is. So okay, and the last couple of things now you'll be delighted to hear. You can all breathe a sigh of relief. I'm almost finished. This is Rouge Coco Shine from Chanel in shade 71 Style, which is one of their new ones out. And I love this. It's so neutral and just, it's really lovely. I love it actually, because it'll just go with everything, and yet it really does give your lips a nice sheen. I got a backup of this Creme apricot nail and cuticle cream, and thank you to Miss Hannah G, who is a friend of mine here on YouTube, and I'll link her channel below. She talked about this, and I have to say, I know my nails look crap today, but that cream has given me back my nails and cuticles. They were in bits because I use alcohol on my hands multiple times a day. Every time I see a patient, the next thing I do is alcohol on the hands, and so my cuticles get absolutely destroyed. And you can see me trying to rub off the glossy stain. Look, it won't come off. Great. Anyway, that cream, I rub it into my nails at night time, and it's a miracle worker. It is amazing stuff. So thank you, Hannah, for that little tip. And the last thing then is just a drugstore one. It's L'Oreal's False Lash Telescopic Infinite Length Effect Fibres Mascara, which I haven't even opened yet. So I won't be using that for a while because I've got mascaras to use up. Oh, one more thing. Final thing. I do promise this is the final thing. From Kiehl's Sunscreen Ultralight Daily UV Defense with SPF 50. So that goes on under everything. And it's great stuff. It's really, really nice light moisturizer. So that's my haul, guys. I hope that was big enough for you, because I ain't buying any more for a while. Yeah, look, I had great fun. You know, it's just kind of, I know I do hauls all through the year, but I mean, this was a special one. You know, I actually noticed a lot of the people I watch on YouTube did huge hauls this month as well, so I don't know why that is. Are we all just utterly depressed and trying to make ourselves happy? I don't know. But yeah, so that's it. Listen, I've got to go, got things to do, and I will do my March favourites this week, hopefully coming. If I get a chance, I really will try and do it. Some of the stuff will be what you've already seen and some will be other things. So take care of yourselves, everybody. Be good and mind those pennies, because I may be coming looking for loans very soon. Take care. Bye bye.